It's only been a few hours. Tell me about her, about your
Danielle
girl.
is my youngest daughter. She was born in Palo Alto, California. She's an amazing person. And each and every one that met her have loved her. She's done nothing wrong and nothing bad to anyone. Her boyfriend, Noam, was an amazing man. They've been together for over 6 years. They've loved. They went to a party to celebrate peace and love with many friends.
Yes.
And in the Saturday morning came those unbelievable, inhuman people, and have killed 1,200 citizens of Israel that have done nothing wrong. I went down to see the location of where she was murdered. I have found the car, and
this was because she called you.
her
You had
phone.
an emergency. You knew where her phone was. You knew where the car was.
My son and daughter have tracked down and located about 5 locations that we have identified the whereabouts of their phones and Apple Watch. I have located this place, went there, and have seen exactly how she was murdered from 2 directions by at least 3 to 5 people that
Who
have
surrounded the car.
attacked it. I think the first was from behind. From the shells that we have found, there were at least 3 guns that were shooting at the car. And then we saw from the front too. We saw the motorcycle in the front, and we've seen a truck in the back with the bodies of the terrorists.
Eyal, talking to people who are missing family members, and they're so terrified about their family members who were hostages. But I know for you it was the hope, even after seeing that car, right? It was that hope that maybe Danielle was one of them, that maybe being in Gaza, it was better than
Yes,
what has happened. And you held out that hope.
yes. Not only that, I've held out that hope in me and in my family, in my 2 other kids, Guy and Sharon, and my ex-wife, Danielle's mother, Ella. I have hoped and thought that they may have been taking hostages to Gaza and we will see them again. I think of the people that are going through this period without knowing where their beloved ones are, and my heart are with them. But we need to understand that Israel will defend itself. We need to take Gaza and its citizens and show them that this thing will never happen again. This is a defense action in order to protect our borders, to protect our people.
Eyal, I admit it's hard for me to be here with you knowing that you just found this out a few hours ago, that you were hoping. But you mentioned that she and Noam were together for 6 years. They had a dog, her love of animals.
Yes.
Pardon my asking because it feels wrong almost, but what were your hopes for her?
She told me in our last meeting that we went to a psychology treatment together. And she told me in the last meeting that she and Noam have decided that they will get married. Unfortunately, we may need to bury them together. Not may. We will bury them together tomorrow because of the actions that we have seen on Saturday morning. They have just moved to a new apartment where they have refurnished it and decorated it about a month and a half ago. It's an apartment they have wanted to share for many years. They've only been there for a few weeks, and now we will need to see what to do with all of their belongings and all of their future thoughts with us.
And does it even now give you any sense of, peace is of course the wrong word,
No, it's
sense
not the
of
wrong
closure
word.
to know what happened, to have her, to be able to bury her?
Yes. First, it does give us some peace of mind.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about peace. I was one of the first persons that have employed Palestinian employees We have treated our Palestinian employees the same as the Israeli employees, hoping for peace. Even today, our hand is reaching out for peace. We want to learn to live together, not to continue killing each other. What they have done on Saturday morning, they came in and they have killed kids. I have seen many things in the past 2.5 days. I have seen heroic actions of people I have met that have fought for more than 9 hours against 8 to 10 terrorists, single-handed. The citizens of Israel will defend themselves. After that, I think we'll need to solve a few things inside Israel, but Israel will stay strong and will be strong for the long term.
Well, Eyal, may Danielle's memory be a blessing to you and your family.
May Danielle and Noam rest in peace, and I hope they're in a good place that we don't know yet, but I'm sure their lives will continue celebrated by our families and the people that knew them.
Thank you, Eyal.